this short video, I'm going to be sharing how to arrange our faux spring garden arrangement. And I'm using our laburnum vase here, which is about 28 centimetres tall, and it's got an opening of around 9 centimetres, which is ideal for holding kind of these taller stems and branches. And I'm going to be starting off by adding in our green willow branch, which will add loads of nice height, and these green kind of fronds on the willow just add loads of beautiful texture. So I'm just going to bend that down quite significantly, just to kind of make it feel more in proportion. And I'm going to bend it again just to hide the end of that. We don't want that to poke out the end of the vase. So just popping that in there like that, and it's going to move around at this point because we've got nothing else in there to support it, but don't worry. And then I'm going to go in with our beautiful fritillaria, and these really are so realistic, even right down to all of the insides, and their gorgeous kind of bell-shaped flower heads. The way they just droop very naturally really did captivate me. So we're going to have 2 of these, and one of them is going to be going slightly lower than the other one. So around about there. And then the other one I'm going to pop in slightly taller, so towards the back, and maybe around about there. And can you see how I've just got that one kind of bending out slightly to come forward a little bit? And this one I'm going to not do that so exaggerated, but it is still going to wiggle a little bit, just slightly curved like that. And I like to get my main kind of focal flowers in first, so that we can then start adding kind of all the delicacy and prettiness and the finer kind of stems towards the end. So once you're happy with that placement, we can start using our magical tulips. So these are 3 different varieties of tulips, which just work so beautifully all together. So we've got 2 stems of each. So we've got the Queen of Night, which is our deep purple burgundy tones, and just the colours on these petals, they literally look like they've been hand painted with incredible watercolour. Then we've got our Apricot Fox, which is this one, and again just the streaks and detail, and these petals, just all of them just very easily reflex. And then we've got La Belle Époque, which translates from French into a beautiful era, which I just love. And I tried to get hold of these as bulbs for my own garden this year, and I couldn't get any. So when I saw these, I just knew it was meant to be. So I'm going to pop in our Queen of Night first, and I'm going to have one coming quite low down, and then the other one is probably quite tall actually. I might even leave it at its full height, round about there. And then I'll go in with our Apricot Fox. And yeah, I might also have this one full length. But the beauty with these is that because they can be such different angles and like levels of like the stages in which they open, they don't look too symmetrical being the same height. And then this one I'm going to bend down quite significantly and have it kind of tipping over the edge like that. And then we've got our gorgeous Belle Époque, and just look at the middles of them. So realistic. I honestly feel like it's pollen. Crazy. And this one I want to have one kind of in the middle more. So I'm going to bend it slightly, and I want it to tip forwards. But honestly, these are so effortless to work with. Like, you really just don't need to do much to them to make them look realistic. And then have one, I want this one like really low. So I'm going to bend that right down and almost on the leaf, but I'm just going to pick that leaf up and hold it so that I can pop that in the vase with ease. And then this is fully wired, so you really can enjoy just bending these. A little bit of petal reflex. Lovely. So happy with the placement of tulips. They look very naturally kind of random and yeah, as if they've been grown in my own garden. If only my bulbs come to this sort of stage, I'll be very happy. And then I'm going to go in with our Faux Sakura Blossom. These are the short Sakura Blossom, and there's 2 of these. And I'm going to leave this one at full height and pop it over here. And this just does, I just feel like the white totally lifts all of these colours and just makes it feel completely springy and yeah, just very lovely. And the other one, again, I'm going to bend this one down slightly actually, just so there's a slight difference in the branches, and pop that in towards the back a little bit. And all of the little side shoots and twigs on this just very effortlessly kind of can go in between all of your tulips, and yeah, just very easily by bringing it forward just like I've done there, just breaks it all up and just looks very, very natural. And then last but by no means least is our beautiful Chesmathian grass, which just gives it lots of beautiful kind of movement. And honestly, when you walk past these, they just very gently kind of move in the breeze, and they really are so realistic. And I love how the green, I always think when I think spring, they get like the zingy greens, and I like the fritillarias are quite zingy greeny, and yeah, it just all these work so well with these stems. So just poking one in again at full length, and it's getting slightly trickier to find a little gap now because of all of our lovely tulips and their leaves. So once you've wiggled these in, they are staying in place. I might need to go around the back to do this one. Yeah, plenty of room back here. And just kind of allowing that to just very gently bend over the edge of the vase there. And then the same at the back. For this one, again, I'm leaving this at full height. And it will kind of naturally look slightly different anyway. Like so. And then as always, take a step back. Make sure that you are completely happy with the placement of your stems. It's very normal for things to move around as you put other stems in. So just give it one final sweep with your eye, and then you can just enjoy these for the full season ahead. But yeah, I feel like this is one of my favourites of colour we've ever done. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you thoroughly enjoy arranging your flowers.